what I really care about is like pushing the culture and like, you know, leaving my mark like on dance music.
In this video, I'm going to show you the ways that KNOCK2 found success in his music career. Real quick, if you don't know yet who I am, my name is Marigold and I live and die for dance music. I've been making music for about 8 years and I recently started my own independent dance music record label. But yeah, this video is not about me. I just felt maybe it was nice to get that out of the way. Alright, the rising star from San Diego has moved millions of people with his iconic sound. It is undeniable that his music hasn't had an impact on trap, bass house, everything in between. Hell, to be honest, he's one of the people that inspired my very own sound. So without further ado, let's break down how KNOCK2 got into the business. The most important thing to his early success was his bootlegs and remixes. And even though this was years ago, this is something that is still proven to be successful nowadays. A lot of these artists here have become famous through their bootlegs and remixes. Even I myself have put out some bootlegs and they have been the most viral things on SoundCloud from my music. This is because you're attaching yourself to an already established name or song, something that people already recognize, and you're providing them with something new. And you're giving a funnel, so you go from a big audience to, okay, maybe they want to check something new out and then they know you. If you're just shouting into the void, here's my music, they don't know what it's supposed to sound like. The chance of them clicking on it is low. They already know what the original song sounds like, so they want to see, their curiosity is like, oh, maybe this is an even better version. That's the whole concept of bootlegs and remixes. And how did KNOCK2 do it? Well, from a very young age, he started bootlegging people by the names of Steve Angelo, Skrillex, A$AP Rocky, and even Kanye West, to name a few. There's an interview famously where he said when he was 13 years old, he heard his song on the radio in the car with his parents, and his parents didn't believe that it was his song.
I think I was like 13 or something like that. Like I was on the way to like Universal Studios with like my parents like on a random summer. Yeah, I was just listening to the radio and it was just one of the mix shows going on. Yeah, that was probably one of the first memories I've had, like being in the moment and like hearing one of my records like on the radio, and it was super cool. Yeah, just the DJs like rocking with me.
But at 13 years old, did you have to like tell your mom and dad like, hey, wait, that's my song?
Yeah, they did
were like,
not
"What are you
believe me.
talking
They did
about?"
not believe me at all. I was uploading a lot of stuff on SoundCloud, and at the time I was submitting all of my music to these record pools, and yeah, the record pools where all the DJs got the music and the edits. But at the time, the remixes and edits I've been making, yeah, all the DJs were just messing with them, and
Yeah.
you know, they would just chart on the stuff, and yeah, I was just lucky enough to get rinsed on the radio.
Through his early success, he eventually got some eyes on him, eyes from some very famous people, one by the name of Cheyenne Gills, who had been killing it already in this specific dance music subgenre. He basically took on KNOCK2 under his wing, be a bit of a mentor for him. So in essence, once you've found your big audiences, you have to figure out how to move through to the next step. And how KNOCK2 did it? Long-term collaborations. Starting obviously with Cheyenne Gills, but now more famously with ISO, who are now commonly known as ISO KNOCK.
Friendship is like a really, really big thing for us to not be doing this by myself.
It is proven time and time again, when you surround yourself with like-minded people that believe in the same kind of stuff you believe into in terms of your creative art, that allow you, that enable you to push further, you know, work those long hours, stop doubting yourself, you just achieve so much more. And you can see it here in full effect. I'm an ISO KNOCK, like, not to even mention the fact that collaborations in the first place is a place for you to cross-pollinate your audience. You might already have found a couple of your listeners, but whoever you're collaborating with have different listeners. So when you make a track together, you merge your audiences. Your audience gets bigger, his audience gets bigger, done deal. I personally super strongly believe that having the right people around you, building a team, you know, people that are in your ecosystem, that are not trying to slow you down, is the best thing you can do in your life. I'm not saying cut out people, because that's a bit difficult, especially if you're in your early career. I have cut out a lot of people because I really want to take things seriously. And I used to have people that I called friends that just weren't aligned with, you know, that's the easy way to put it. They were not only just assholes, but, you know, it just so happens to be when you are a bit of a people pleaser, you become friends with people you shouldn't be friends with in the first place. Let's say, especially if you've gone to uni or you're currently in high school, whatever the case, you're gonna become friends with everyone, but sooner or later you're gonna learn the lesson that not everyone is supposed to be your friend. Sorry to break it to you. People will take your time, request things of you, yeah, and we cannot be having any of that. Instead, you should be focusing your energy on people that believe in you and that you believe in what they believe in as well. If you focus on your craft and put it out there, people will find it. Now, I have a full video on the best ways to promote your music, which will be linked not only at the end of the video, but will also just in the description if you want to find it right now. That is the single best video I've ever made to explain all the ways into finding your audience, finding people to collaborate with. I also have a Discord community. Join up. There's more than 400 music producers in there that are so keen to collaborate and make music. And in this day and age where we are so isolated and separated through social media, what we need is a group. We need to be able to collaborate. So that was the whole goal with the Discord community. Right. Once you found your people to collaborate with, it's key to find out when and where and what is the best thing to do. Now, that's super vague, but this concept that I'm about to start talking about, the right place and the right time, it sounds like what I'm saying is it's luck. KNOCK2 got lucky. He was there at the right place at the right time. But there's so much that goes into looking like you're an overnight success. It's not luck. It's calculations. It's the simple fact that if you look at current trends, see what's happening, see what people like and what people are revolting against, what the culture in your day and age, in your age group, in your friends group even, is saying. How are you guys feeling about certain things in life? What can you bring to that culture? At the time that KNOCK2 started becoming super famous, things like the Boiler Room started becoming super famous. Things like very small space raves, indoor raves in very small spaces. Obviously, they've been around for ages, but they started becoming mainstream just because of how messed up social media has been making us feel separated. Coming together into a room, playing extremely loud music, jumping and dancing and being happy. That's exactly what we were needing at the time that KNOCK2 came about. He knew this. It's not like he just kind of showed up and he got famous out of nowhere. This was a calculated approach. Finding those young people, the right audience that wanted to party in small spaces, becoming that DJ and then making the music for them. He was a DJ first, then a music producer, under the wing of Cheyenne Gills, who probably taught him a lot about how to make music. Yes, okay, Cheyenne Gills put in a lot of the footwork, this is me assuming, but a lot of the work to figure out how to make this kind of music, who it targets, and this and that. But again, it was KNOCK2 that decided to stick around with Cheyenne Gills, alright? Personally, I have a mentor in life, alright? I have a mentor by the name of Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan Lake is his artist name, and he's done the footwork. He has put so much time and effort into figuring out what music sounds good, how to mix, how to master. In fact, he's actually a music teacher. He teaches professionally how to DJ, how to produce electronic dance music. So I can't even be more lucky to have him as a personal friend and a mentor in my life. And I'm sure KNOCK2 felt the same about Cheyenne Gills. When we're separated, we're weaker. When we're together, we're stronger. KNOCK2 basically pushed forward a brand new genre of music in a place where we needed it. The new bass house, the festival bass house, whatever you want to call it, pushing us forward, creating a new subgenre. And then when you can deliver back to back to back, give the fans exactly what they want, and they'll do all the work for you. I don't know how many people I've told about KNOCK2, how many people that have been into electronic dance music where I've been telling them, hey, listen, there's this guy called KNOCK2. There's nothing like it at all, and the way this music makes you jump is like nothing before. I've done all the work, I've done all the promotion work. He hasn't had to do anything but put out good music because he gave me, the fan, basically in this case, everything I wanted. I did all of the promotion work for him. I told at least 5 to 10 people about his music, maybe 2 or 3 of which are now also super fans that might have told 5 or 10 more people. You see what I mean? And I'm just one. Alright, he has more than 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify alone. So what can we learn from KNOCK2 and his success? Get your name out there, in his case by bootlegging and by remixing. Find some song that is popping off right now, like that released within the last month, that's doing really well, probably in hip-hop or in R&B, whatever the case. Turn it, remix it, bootleg it into your genre of choice, whether that's bass house or trap. Bootleg that, download the file and remix the hell out of it. Doesn't have to be high quality, just make it good, alright? Make it sound good and exciting. Post it on SoundCloud, create videos, start performing, playing those tracks, send it to DJs. You got to start off with the footwork, get it out there, get people to listen to it. But the exposure will be there already because you're using the name. You're kind of writing off the name of these famous people. And to be honest with you, they're not even going to be upset. Imitation is the best form of flattery. Plus, you're not imitating, you're not replicating. You're like, yo, this is fire. I'm gonna give you a whole new remix of this track for free. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to do anything. Or what you cannot do is put those bootlegs on Spotify or Apple Music or those things. Just SoundCloud and YouTube. All right, that's it. And that's fine, because those are anyway the best platforms to be discovered on. And then connect with people, you know, collaborate, join the Discord community, find some people to collaborate with. All right, again, linked in the description of this video. Work together with people who appreciate you and that want to give you feedback, critical feedback to make your music better. And then find the audience, give them exactly what they want, and push your culture forward. That was all for today. Once again, if you want to find out the best ways to promote your music and get it out there to the new audience, this video is about to pop up on screen. Those are my best tips that I've accumulated over the last 7 years. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do so. Peace.